Hey guys, and welcome to a fairly standard review. I'm currently taking a break from Resident Evil Revelations 2. Battlefield Hardline. A lot of people want to think that this should have been just a expansion to Battlefield 4. Some people think it is good enough to be a $60 game. Is it? Well, maybe. I think it actually is good enough to be a full retail game, not an expansion. Pretty much, Battlefield Hardline is pretty much... Oh god, I said pretty much again. Battlefield Hardline is a cop show, in essence. The main campaign is a cop show. Now that's good and bad. It's trying to go for the, Netflix binge-watching kind of idea. It has the, the previously on and the, next time on Battlefield Hardline kind of thing going on.
Previously on Hardline.
This is where Kai's phone wound up. Dawes' corporate HQ. Now, I used to hang with some folks that have an auto dialer. It's like a safe cracking robot.
Boomer says you got a machine that can brute force any combination lock.
Stoddard say he'd pay 250 grand for you alive.
I have relatively good news.
Yeah, she's pretty and banged up, but I can fix it. We are going straight to Miami.
It also has cliffhangers, obviously, at the end of each episode to lead into the next. The one bad thing I had with the campaign, or the cop show thing, is it's very cliche, and some people don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I enjoyed the story. It was fine. I knew there were going to be twists and turns, and what do you want? You know what you're getting into with this kind of game, at least with the story. Especially knowing that it's a cops and robbers kind of thing, and there's always betrayal. I mean, what do you want?
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
More or less, the story is fine. If you can get past the cliche things, it is fine. It is great. It is actually very well acted. Looks great. I think it looks fine on Xbox One. The only problem I had was sometimes the mouth animations were off, lip syncing was off. But other than that, the graphics to me were very good. The basic gist of the story for Battlefield Hardline is you're a young cop who's pretty much trying to take down drug dealers and whatnot, and then eventually dirty cops. So, pretty much very cliched, but it's fine. They do it very well, I think, or at least I thought, in my opinion. The story was very good. It kept me entertained. It made me want to jump to the next episode. It was just very good, I thought. I've seen a bunch of cop shows and cop movies, but this, it takes a lot of cliches from them, but it's still, the characters I thought were very well acted, and that's what kept me kind of still going with the story. It made me want to continue, because I wanted to see where they were going to go with it, and I actually thought they went some good places with it, in my opinion, because, it's just my opinion. You can have your own opinion, but I thought they did very well with the story. And the casting as well.
I can taste the blood there. I can taste the light. I can see the sorrow. I can find the light. See the angel of death there. She's slowly counting the time. Come on. Come on. What goes around comes back around. So when I see you again, I'm gonna put you down.
I thought everybody played their character well, and the twists were fine. You don't have to bash them because they're there. They're going to be there. Just they were fine. They were actually well played, I thought, because they were a little unexpected when they actually happened. You knew they were coming, but you didn't know when, and that was actually one of the good things I thought with the campaign. Also with the campaign, you would think Battlefield, you think of, shoot 'em up, kind of Call of Duty rip-off.
Oh, shit.
Stop him!
This one actually is more stealthy, very much a stealth campaign, which is actually really good. It makes it a lot more fun, I thought. You're just sneaking around half the time and trying to, quietly take down these guys. Pretty much not trying to shoot them. You're trying to, arrest them.
Girl loses her hand. All the other girls, they dove in, they're trying to find her hand, and of course the tiger swam into the mix, and that kind of messed stuff up. But, yeah, the place closed down pretty soon after that. They never did find that hand.
He's bringing his own guys? Well, Remy's acting. He's bringing half the force.
Come on.
Stop. Hands up.
Whoa, whoa, you got it.
Finally gonna get braces.
I got this one, Nick.
But apparently you also have like unlimited supply of handcuffs in your back pocket, so it's a gameplay thing. It's a game. Why not? But I just thought it was funny. It didn't really take away from the experience, but it was more funny to me, especially later on in the game when you kind of become a criminal, and you can still pretty much arrest people, and you're still pulling out your handcuffs and cuffing them, but you're a criminal. It made me laugh. It's some people could say that as a negative. It's funny. It's gameplay. It's supposed to be like that. You can still shoot people, but you really should try and be stealthy with it. I mean, because otherwise you're gonna get killed. You're gonna have 38 guys coming after you when you can arrest that guy. Boom, they're done, and then you move on. You don't have to. Oh God, I got 30,000 guys shooting at me. I'm dead. So. There are also certain sections where it is fine for you to kind of go balls to the wall action, which I thought were fun little moments.
Up the ramp to your right! Tyson! Take him out!
I can't shoot with all this bouncing around.
Okay, change teams with me. Just grab the wheel.
Okay.
Hold it steady. Hold it steady.
I got it.
Stop right around this corner and back up. Let's get the jump on these guys. Now, punch!
Okay, we got this first.
There's another one! Time to move! Don't let up! Oh, man!
Gameplay. The shooting is very good. Felt great. I guess obviously if you played previous Battlefields, it'll feel normal to you, and it felt fine. It's obviously got its little differences from Call of Duty, but it is still really good. I liked it. It's a little annoying in the beginning, but you'll catch on, because I haven't played a Battlefield since Battlefield 3, so, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. So that's neither here nor there. There were a few buggy glitches I found. Like there was a weird puff of smoke, like big black cloud behind me at one point, and then it just kind of went away, which I don't even know what it was doing there in the first place.
I haven't actually robbed a place in probably 20 years.
Don't worry. Here it's just like riding a bike.
I'm on the campaign, but in multiplayer, I had trouble connecting a few times where it would just, my screen would freeze and I'd have to restart. Not very often, like 3 or 4 times, but I don't know why that was happening. And then I'd go into the, you know, like Hotwire or something, and it would show me the beginning screen before you actually get into the match, and then it would like freeze up right as it's about to put me in the game. Just other than that, no real bugs or anything that I came across. One of the mechanics actually in the game is that you can, you know, obviously arrest guys and you know freeze, you know. One of the funny things I find is that you can stop up to 3 guys, you know, throw their hands up, and as you do that, you know, you have to keep your aim point, or your gun pointed at them pretty much. And if you got 3 guys, like I'm here, you know, a guy here, eventually, like if you keep it on me and this guy, keep aiming at both of us, this guy will, you know, over here start kind of, you know, reaching for his gun, and then a little red meter will show, and he'll start reaching for it. Then you got to aim back at him. He'll throw his hands up, but then, you know, once it's aimed on him, then these guys, me and this guy over here, will, you know, our meter will start to burn. So it's a fun little thing, but it's kind of stupid, I think, when you take out that main guy, the first guy, like this guy, not this guy or this guy, you put him down on the ground. Why wouldn't the bad guys just shoot him? Like seriously, why not then this guy and the guy over there pull out the guns and shoot him? Why not do that? But it's a game, that's gameplay. I just thought it was a funny little thing, like on an occasion or two, you know, just and a game over, you know. But also with that, you know, if you forget to, you know, aim at that guy while he's, you know, reaching, and then, you know, he starts shooting at you, and then there's your, you know, little firefight. But
Stop. Hands up.
For a mix.
Hey, don't shoot, buddy.
Shit, man, I didn't know they got
No
so
hard
expensive.
feelings, man.
Someone should go check on those assholes. See if they're thirsty.
No hard feelings, man.
I give them anything to drink.
All right.
I swear I had this.
Hey.
that's actually a little bit nerve-wracking because you're like trying to aim back and forth like this. So eventually, the guy's like, oh, and then, you know, it's actually a lot of fun, a little nerve-wracking, but especially if you don't have, if there are 3 there, and then there's a bunch of dudes in the other area, and then, you know, they start shooting, then all of a sudden everybody comes at you, so that can be a little nerve-wracking when that happens.
Hands up. Keep them up.
You leaving a cop? You better have a warrant. Hey, hey, hey! What the fuck? Over here! Get out! Stop, bitch! Let's go!
Out, I guess, the story part of this review. The end kind of sets it up for a sequel, and not in like a really stupid way. Like this was a complete story from beginning to end, but like I think it actually set it up very well for a sequel. Like if this game does well enough, I think they should make a sequel. Obviously, try to improve on some things, but other than that, I really would like to see. Maybe even in DLC or something, which, yeah, DLC, everybody hates that. But for the campaign, the story mode, I think they should do something with that, maybe in the future or something. I really liked where it left off, and I'd like to see where this story goes, actually, bringing back all the characters as well.
So congratulations, detective. It's all yours.
Oh my God.
Now what are you gonna do with it?
Multiplayer. I actually like this multiplayer, but I do and I don't. Here's why. Hotwire, Heist, and Blood Money, I think it was. Those modes are fun. Hotwire is a lot of fun because the control points are the cars. And if you're smart and have a good, like, you know, you got your driver and then you got the mechanic and then you got an assault guy in the car and not just all assault, it actually makes it a lot of fun because, you know, you're driving around protecting the car, you know, oh, we got hit by, you know, a grenade or something, took out half the health of the car. As a mechanic, you can, you know, fix the car while you're driving, you know, with your head out the window.
Hijack one of these cars. I'm gone.
Yeah, you drive this thing.
Heist mode is actually taking some of those bigger maps that they have and making them smaller by just taking the chunk out and having you pretty much try and grab the money from the middle of the map, and then the cops or the robbers, whichever team you're on, the other team is coming from the opposite direction trying to stop you from grabbing that money, which is actually a lot of fun. I like that one, except that one and Blood Money are both kind of eventually, if you're on an average team and, you know, you're facing off against an actual good team on the other side, like if I'm on the robber side and I have a bunch of guys who are okay, and I'm average, so I'm not trying to say that, oh, I'm the best, but, you know, on an average team, say my team's very average and the other team, you know, smoked us last round, we have to grab the money and run to the escape spot. They pretty much, if they're good, they will pretty much be able to, you know, kick our ass the entire time we're trying to grab that money. We'll grab the money for like 2 seconds, about to be running off, and then, oh, we're dead. Then, you know, the other idiot comes over, grabs the money, oh, he's dead. Pretty much like that, because it eventually devolves, I should say, into camping mode, in a sense, which is fun, but it gets a little annoying because eventually it's like, oh, grab the money, you know, then you have to go and find where they are, or you got like 8 guys around you just waiting, like, oh, wait for the next guy. You know, that's pretty much it. That's what that comes down to. Much more, though, in Blood Money than Heist. Especially in Blood Money, because you grab the money, you take it back to your vault, and then, you know, they grab the money, they can take it back to their vault, they can raid your vault, you can raid their vault. The problem is, eventually, like, about, I think it's 32 players on the map, you're going to have, like, half the guys at your vault protecting your vault, and, like, once they all get killed by the other guys coming in, the other guys will just camp at your vault grabbing all your money. And then, you know, it's very, unless you're on an actual team with you, obviously you and a bunch of your friends or something, then you might actually be able to strategize. When you're not, it's kind of chaotic. Very chaotic. But it's still fun, because if you want to, just latch on to somebody else. Like, you see 2 dudes running along, and you're like, okay, spawn on his back, go with them. Or if somebody spawns on you, see if they're going to follow you. You really don't want to be caught out there by yourself, because you're going to get killed. One problem I have with the multiplayer is spawn death. They have to figure out something for jumping on the back of someone else. Because you can jump onto their spawn, you know, they're running around the map. You spawn on them. The problem I have is about half the time I end up dying because they're about to die, and now I've spawned on them, and now I'm dead. Because they're getting the shit shot out of them, now I'm getting the shit shot out of me, and just it'll frustrate you, but it's I don't know, don't do it. Conquest mode on multiplayer, I'm not a big fan of, only because with the other Battlefields, I played Battlefield 3, but I played their multiplayer. It's fun because you have all these, you know, cars, and you have, you know, the jets running by, and the tanks, and with this one, with those big of maps, you don't really have much to do. You have, you know, your cars and your bikes, and you have the helicopters, but it's pretty much team deathmatch with, you know, spots where you have to control, but it's more or less a team deathmatch with a big area, and control points. It's not that fun. It feels like other modes, but it's not that fun with 64 people because you just I didn't like it. You might like it. I didn't like it. There's ones for bigger maps, smaller maps. I just didn't like either of them. They're not. It just wasn't that fun for me. But I liked Hotwire. Hotwire, and that was fun. Hotwire and Heist are, I think, the two best multiplayer modes in the game. Something also, if you're if you think you're not very good at shooting games, you don't really rely as much on the kill-death ratio, which is good because obviously if you're a mechanic, as I said earlier, fix the car. More or less, Heist and Hotwire are the two best, I think, in my opinion, modes in multiplayer. And those are the two that I've actually spent the most time in and will spend the most time in. There's one Rescue that is actually fun, but it's more fun, I think, if you actually have a team. Like, going back to the other, Conquest that I was talking about earlier. If you have a team of you and your friends, that'll make it a lot better, because with not, there's no strategy really. So you're pretty much, you might be jumping on his back and following him in, and because you only get one death. It's fun, but it's a little annoying some of the time because you're gonna die, and if you're not really paying attention to what's going on. Some of the maps actually have a bit of destructibility to them, like Derailed, as well as Downtown, where they have, Downtown has a big crane that'll eventually fall.
Holy shit! That crane's coming down!
Hey! It's all coming down!
Operator requested for new mobile unit.
Vehicle repossessed and moving out.
Mobile unit destroyed. Be advised. All units, you're green to go on that new car.
I don't know, as a little side note, in the beginning I really didn't like the multiplayer. I did, but I didn't because I kept getting killed so much. But as you go along, just bear through it, just grind through it a little bit if you have to. Eventually it does get more fun, it does get better. Because I actually was going to trade in the game, and now I'm actually going to hold on to it for a little while longer before Mortal Kombat comes out. So it's worth it. Just grind a little bit in the beginning and you'll eventually get better guns, and then, your scopes and whatnot. Grind it out and it'll get better, trust me. Because I wasn't planning on keeping it, and now I am for a little longer or so. The multiplayer, at least in Heist and Hotwire, as I've said before, is worth it. So, I guess in closing, I think this was worth, it was not an expansion. This is worth the retail release. $60, maybe not, maybe 50, but I paid the 60, so what do I know? I would say to anyone who wants to get this or is on the ropes about getting this, if you can, rent it first and see if you like it, and then if you do like it, then buy it. To anybody who likes Battlefield, you're probably not going to like it, but it is stealthy, but it's fun. It's a different kind of Battlefield, which is fun. I would actually recommend you buy it if you've never played a Battlefield before, because this is fun. It's a fun game. If you have played Battlefield, I would say rent it and then see if you like it and then buy it. But it is a very entertaining shooter. It is fun, and it's stealthy as well. So it gives you a bunch of different things, different options. It gives you options. That's the one good thing. It gives you options to do. So I would say buy it or rent it. And I don't know, I guess if I was to put a number to it, I'd say probably an 8. 8, I think, is good. But other than that, it's your money. Do whatever you want with it. I'm just giving you my opinion on the game. I liked it. And, I'll see you hopefully in a few days with Resident Evil Revelations. So, well, Resident Evil Revelations 2. So, have fun. I'm going to go back to playing, so. Battlefield Hardline! Wow. Multiplayer. This game, however, is actually very good at launch, I think, at least. And fuck you. As I said earlier, fix the car, you, fucking hell. The campaign. You apparently have unlimited, good. It's the car. You